What's going on, my darling rock stars? It's your girl, the one and only, the leader of the rock stars, Talia Jeanette. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today's video, my pledge mother Sapphire kind of told me to do this particular video. I just wanted to go eat my food, but she'd rather me eat my little lobster tails on camera. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to sit and talk to you guys for a little bit while I eat. So I just have 4 like little baby lobster tails. These came from Stu Leonard's, which I don't know where this store it's like quote unquote popular at. I know we have 2 in New York. It's one near like the Queens Long Island border, and then there's one in Yonkers. I go to the one in Connecticut because when I stay with my Rugrats in Connecticut, we always go to Stu Leonard's. So, and you can't beat their deal on lobster tails. So let's get into it. All right, so I know a lot of people always ask, like, one of like the biggest questions I get, especially like just when dating, is how and why did I partake in the sport of wrestling? I always loved wrestling. That was a thing that my father and I used to do a lot of when I was little. We should just always watch like Sunday Night Heat, Monday Night Raw, like back when Monday Night Raw was a real thing and not this nonsense that they got going on now. Yeah, I loved watching wrestling. And when I was in school, I was always the girl that I hung out with the guys. Like, I always got bullied by the girls. Like, I had like 4 best friends in grade school, and I feel everybody else used to pick on me because I was kind of on the heavy side. So I used to just hang out with the guys and put them in headlocks with the guys. We would jump off tables and stuff. I was that kid. So that's kind of what inspired me. I know one of like my favorite, like absolute favorite matches was the Hardys versus Edge and Christian versus the Dudley Boys in the first TLC match. I had no aspirations to jump off of a ladder, but I was like, yo, that looks cool. And then just like watching Jackie, watching Jazz, I'm like, there are girls that look like me. Now granted, it wasn't a lot, and it's still, at least on that platform, there's still not a lot of girls that look like me, but I always wanted to be that girl that someone would look and say, wow, she's doing it, I can do that. And I actually had one show, a girl come up to me, she couldn't have been no more than 10, and she's like, oh my god, I want to wrestle, I want to be like you, I want to wrestle. I'm like, girl, do it, you're young too, start working out now. Lobster tails is hitting. So that's what got me into the sport of wrestling. I used to play basketball. So like I was always one of the girls that was into sports. Like I didn't start getting into like makeup until college, just about. I was able to, like, I did my makeup in high school, but that was from like little palettes that like my grandmother would buy me. And you know, you just play around in them, but I never was into makeup because I was always like, all right, let's go play ball. Like, let's go do a physical activity. I used to actually despise girls who used to wear makeup every day. I mean, I don't wear makeup every day, but I appreciate the beauty that is makeup now and the art form that is makeup. Another thing people always ask me, how and why did I become a teacher? And that's always like, I feel that's a popular question when I start new classes. It's, why did you become a teacher? Now, when I was little, besides wrestling, I said I'm going to be either a marine biologist a paleontologist or an Egyptologist. Can't y'all tell I was a nerd when I was little? I still am. And the marine biology dreams kind of died because I can't swim. And science is not my strong point. Like, granted, I worked in a museum, but science, like physics, chemistry, all of that wasn't my strong suit. And I don't think there's like a lot of courses in New York where you can study Egyptology. Like, I would have had to go away to study that. So I always like, I had amazing teachers when I was little, like Miss Garrett, Mrs. McKinney, Miss Hunter, Miss Lacey. I had a lot of like strong black women that were my teachers. So it's so good. I'm so glad ain't nobody home for me to share this with. I just felt they went above and beyond for me. Not to say I was singled out with these women, but I just felt when it came to me, they went above and beyond their call of duty. And for the most part, I'm still in contact with all these women. I got to get better at it, though. Like, I got to find everybody to get on my Facebook page. But I feel that because I had such wonderful women who cared for me and took phenomenal care of me, I have to pay the universe back. And I enjoy I enjoy what I do. Like, as much as like the places that I've worked at have been the shits, I genuinely love the career path that I've gone down. Like, I've met so many wonderful kids. I have some of the most amazing adopted kids ever. Like, granted, none of them call me mom. I don't want nobody kid that ain't mom to call me mom. But oh my God. I have like the most amazing group of kids ever. Like, and I wouldn't trade that for, like, you know how people say, if you die, like when you die, if you come back, can you change anything? I wouldn't change my kids for the world. Like, it's like the last group I had, like, oh my God, like Sadie, Rose, Haynes, the twins, Theo. I wouldn't trade them kids for the world. So I genuinely just love, and I feel like if you work with kids, you genuinely have to love what you do. You cannot be a teacher and not genuinely love your career path, because you are impacting so many lives and you don't even know it. And I love what I do. Like, it's dope. That's why I'm so big on like the whole save the kids, save the children movement. I'm so big on that, because these kids are innocent, guys. Like, they deserve the world and then some. Another thing that I get frequently asked is, why did I start my YouTube channel? I think everybody has a YouTube account, like, at some point. And I used to just, like, on my old pages, I used to just post, like, random stuff. Like, when I used to work at the museum, when I first started college, like, we did, like, plays for a drama class. When, like, Greek life was heavy. I just feel like this, just talking to the camera, I feel this is a very good form of therapy. I feel it's a good way to just express my thoughts, my creativity. It's dope. Like, and if I can make a little residual income, why not? Oh my gosh. I melted some butter. I put some Old Bay, some adobo, some garlic, parsley, and oregano. And it's like, I'm sad this is almost over. I got one more little tail left. I'm so sad it's almost over, guys. So, yeah, like, and I feel like if the YouTube doesn't work, it'll at least, you know, kind of, my hair keeps getting caught to this sequins backdrop that I got, guys. I feel like if this doesn't pop off, it'll lead to other and better things. So why not? Why not? Another thing, I got this question a lot the first time I was in Vegas. Why do I like living in New York? Or is there anything about New York I like living here? I don't want to say I would never move out of New York, because I think at some point I will. But New York is not what everybody outside of New York thinks it is. And I crack up every time I see the meme that gets posted. Everybody thinks New York is, they hear New York, they think Times Square, Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty, that type of, Brooklyn Bridge. They think that type of New York. They don't realize New York is really the hood. Like, you come to New York, you might get mugged, bro. You might possibly get mugged if you come to New York. So, what do I like about living in New York? I like the fact that even though our transit sucks, it runs all day and night. That's definitely like one of the biggest reasons why I haven't left New York just yet. I like the fact that it's very easy to get around the city. Like, for the most, you can really, like, in Manhattan, for example, if you're really committed to it, you can walk any and everywhere in Manhattan and not have to take transit. Brooklyn, not so much. Like, you know, some parts of Brooklyn are deeper than others, like Coney Island. But I do like the fact that mostly everything is accessible. I enjoy how diverse it is. That's why, like, when I hear like a lot of like racial hate crimes happen in New York, I'm usually very surprised because of just how diverse New York is. So it's really odd when you hear like a hate crime happens in New York and it's based on race. It's very, very alarming to hear. I don't enjoy the summers in New York. I don't enjoy them because, one, when it's hot, it's humid hot. And I don't like to sweat. And the correlation of the heat going up in New York, crime goes up. So I don't like the fireworks. I don't like the gunshots. I don't business with it. I really despise that. But I like New York for the diversity and the fact that our transit runs. Like, we probably have one of the best transit systems in the country. Like I said, granted, it may not run properly or run when it's supposed to, but it runs. Yeah. Another question I guess, what's my favorite place that I've been to? I have not, sadly, my 30 years on this earth, I have not been many places in the States. I've been up and down the eastern seaboard. The furthest out west I've been is Vegas. I think the most exciting place I've been to is New Orleans. I went with my best friend. We had a kick-ass time down there. Like, the food, everything was awesome. And, you know, I'm a culture junkie, so I appreciated the culture that is New Orleans. I suggest if you have not been to New Orleans, you get there. But of course, like, the dopest place I've been has been Vegas. Like, Nick Carter touched my hand in Vegas. So that's probably been like the highlight of like my travels so far. I haven't made it out of the country yet. But it sounded like it's going to be a dub with everything that's going on. Yeah, it just sounds like international traveling is not happening anytime soon. Another question I get, another wrestling related question. Who's my favorite wrestler? If we're talking currently, I love me some Ember Moon and Bianca Belair. Again, black girl magic, but Bianca Belair is just freakishly strong. And then Ember Moon overall is just dope. Like, love her. Back in the days, you couldn't tell me Edge wasn't my husband. I love me some Edge. I love me some Test. Who else? I was a big Triple H fan. I didn't care too much for Stone Cold. I remember I grew up in the 90s, so like I was like an Attitude Era kid. But yeah, DX, like the old DX, not this Triple H Shawn Michaels DX nonsense. And then just I don't think I have a favorite wrestler indie wise, because like I honestly, even though I worked on the indie scene, I wasn't a big indie scene like watcher. Although I did find out about Ember Moon on the indie scene. I enjoy Mercedes Martinez. She definitely is dope. Lufisto, who is amazing, and she's so sweet. Like, she is such a nice person. I mean, I like watching my friends wrestle. Like, as much as like hell Bradley gives me, I do enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching Bradley get beat up. So I definitely enjoy watching Bradley get beat up a lot. Yeah, I enjoy like my friends. I like watching them wrestle. Darnell is freakishly athletic. He gets on my nerves, but he's dope in ring. Who else? Faye's character is just dope. Like, we need to get Faye on Raw, like, to be a Shane McMahon dancer. We got to get that going, y'all. Yeah, but it's like everybody that I hang out with, they're all dope in their own individual ways. I was my last off the top. I'm so sad, y'all. That shouldn't have been that. It was only good because it was only a little bit. But yeah, I enjoy watching my friends wrestle. Like Dan's character is just so aggravating because people really think he's like that in real life, and Dan is dope. But he lives his gimmick, so I'm here for it. What else? My favorite music, anybody that knows me in real life knows I am a Backstreet Boy stan. We're not going to get into that in this video, but I love me some BSB. I was listening to some like old R&B music. Like, if it's anything like 2004 prior, I'll probably bang with it. I don't listen to like all this new stuff that's out. Like the last like new album I really felt all the way through was Backstreet Boys' DNA album. Like, I don't listen to this new rap that's out. Like, I'll humor 6ix9ine, like I'll humor like stuff like that, but it's this, I don't know what this is y'all got going on now that y'all listen to. But in any case, guys, I'm gonna go clean up the dishes because I left the kitchen a mess. But thank you guys always for watching. I'll probably do another one of these. This probably won't be lobsters. Maybe it'll be some chicken wings, and maybe I'll have somebody come on and do this with me. So thank you guys always for watching. I love you guys. Make sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, because there are going to be some giveaways coming up, and I need to get to a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of Rockstars in order for us to do this giveaway. There will be one female giveaway, one male giveaway, but we got to get to a certain amount of Rockstars. So stay tuned for the details on all of that. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.